The early morning sun glinted across the fields and the pond, casting a warm glow over the sprawling farm as I conducted a routine inspection of the property. The serenity of the day belied the audacity brewing nearby. HOA Karen, ever persistent in her attempts to assert control, had once again escalated her intrusion. This time, she had drawn weapons and dialed emergency services in an effort to force my spouse into one of their buildings. She assumed compliance, expecting to manipulate and intimidate, unaware that her actions were exactly what my spouse desired. My spouse, fully aware of both the farm's operations and the legal framework surrounding it, had anticipated such audacity. Her presence on the property was deliberate and strategic, a calculated countermeasure to any attempts at coercion. The HOA's actions, intended to provoke and disrupt, collided immediately with preparation, foresight, and lawful authority. Their bold move, though intimidating in appearance, had no foundation against the reality of the property's defenses and my spouse's expertise. I observed the approach carefully, monitoring every step the HOA officers took. Each movement was anticipated and accounted for, ensuring that no escalation could occur without consequence. The farm's infrastructure, the buildings, pathways, and surveillance systems provided a controlled environment in which unauthorized intrusion could be contained and neutralized. Karen's audacity, though visible, could not penetrate the combination of preparation, legal authority, and strategic oversight present on the farm. When the officers reached the location, the dynamic became immediately clear. Any attempt to force entry or coerce action was rendered ineffective by the controlled presence and deliberate planning implemented by my spouse. Every approach was met with calm authority and an understanding of legal and procedural boundaries. The HOA's actions, once intended to provoke, were neutralized by both the law and the operational structure of the property. Throughout the day, I maintained oversight, documenting every action taken by the HOA, every movement within the farm, and every precaution implemented to maintain control. The buildings, the pond, and the surrounding fields were all secured, and any potential vulnerabilities were addressed proactively. Karen's intrusion, bold as it was, highlighted her misunderstanding of both the property's control systems and the expertise of those guarding it. By afternoon, the situation had fully stabilized. The officers, confronted with evidence of preparation, authority, and lawful oversight, were unable to compel any action. Karen's attempt to force my spouse into their building had failed entirely. The farm's sovereignty was reaffirmed, and the lodge, the pond, and the surrounding infrastructure continued to function without disruption. Every precaution, every measure, and every documented protocol demonstrated that audacity is powerless against preparation and strategic authority. As evening fell, the pond reflected the fading light, the fields swayed in the gentle breeze, and the farm returned to its natural rhythm. The HOA's interference had been neutralized, leaving behind a clear record of failed intrusion and a reaffirmation of the property's sovereignty. Karen's audacity, once bold and confrontational, had encountered the unyielding reality of preparation, expertise, and lawful authority. By nightfall, the farm lay calm and secure. Every structure, pathway, and operational system had been monitored and fortified, ensuring that any future attempt at intrusion would meet the same decisive outcome. The day's events reinforced a fundamental truth: boldness without understanding, preparation, or legal authority is ineffective. The property remained untouchable, the lodge and its occupants fully protected, and the farm's operations continued seamlessly. The lesson was unmistakable. Intrusion, no matter how daring, cannot overcome foresight, planning, and strategic management. Karen's actions had failed entirely, leaving the farm secure, sovereign, and fully under the control of those who understood both the land and its legal protections. The pond, the lodge, and the surrounding fields stood as enduring symbols of preparation, authority, and resilience in the face of audacity.